P5 lights are on, and we're gonna be underway here in Singapore. It's a decent stop from the front row of George Russell and Lando Norris as well. And side by side between the McLaren and the Mercedes, but going towards 1-2 here. It's still Russell who leads from Norris, Verstappen, Ricciardo, and Ollie Behrman there in P5. In between his teammate Carlos Sainz, and now he's looking to overtake the championship leader Daniel Ricciardo here. Full 6th place. So that is Carlos Sainz. I should say that is Sainz there fighting. Oh, and meanwhile Daniel Ricciardo looking to fight there against George Russell, Max Verstappen, but Verstappen and Russell side by side at the moment. But this is brilliant racing. Meanwhile, Liam Lawson behind in 19th place, doing really well to be up there in that number 40 machine. So Norris, oh, yellow flags already in sector 2, and it is, no, it's not from Liam Lawson. So, oh, look at this, Valtteri Bottas is going to the inside, and in front of him though, Yuki Tsunoda makes contact with the wall. We saw that incident. I think Bottas made a little bit of contact there with the Japanese driver. So, Tsunoda out of the front wing, so now needs to come to the pits. Anyway, give me a second, I'm just going to delete some videos. So, let's just delete some videos, just so we can get some space. No. So this, I've already sent that, so see there. Okay, so now anyway, I'm just gonna come back into the race, but Yuki Tsunoda out of the race, and now he's gonna come to the pits here. Meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo as well, so both RBs having issues, and the RBs are gonna double stack, so Yuki Tsunoda, unfortunate man, you're a little bit held up, but it's gonna be the medium compound tires for Tsunoda. With the front wing. Meanwhile, out on front though, Russell is getting pressurized by his fellow Brit here of Ollie Behrman. Meanwhile, Fernando Alonso passes Lewis Hamilton. Is there balance in our front? Yep, there is. Ocon there up the inside of, I think that was Kevin Max, but Liam Lawson is now ahead of that lot. So now we're gonna look at some fights here, going here in the back of the pack. No yellow flags so far, no crazy shenanigans that's happening at the moment in this race. But George Russell is getting pressurized here by Ollie Behrman and possibly the other for Carlos Sainz. Meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo is going quick. Max Verstappen though goes quickest, but Lando Norris goes quickest, but Max Verstappen actually goes fastest by 1/100th of a second. So Verstappen pressurizing the McLaren here of Norris. No sound, unfortunately, since I really wanted no sound, but Ollie Behrman doing really well to stick behind that Mercedes of George Russell, and now he's gonna get the DRS here, possibly. Daniel Ricciardo though gets a great third sector here to possibly pass. Pierre Gasly is going towards the left-hander. Ollie Behrman takes the podium place away from George Russell, and Russell is now down to 4th. But is Russell going to fight back here on the next corner? Here comes Russell. He's still behind. No, he cannot make a move on those corners, and Ollie Behrman almost makes contact with the wall there a little bit. Overdrive with the brakes, but now no fighting is happening so far. As you see, Valtteri Bottas is holding up Lance Stroll and Liam Lawson, and as I said that, Liam Lawson passes Stroll. So now, without Red Bull having the quick speed here in Singapore, Liam Lawson is doing really well here. And here we go, yellow flags in sector 3. I think it is one of the Ferraris. Maybe it was a Ferrari. No, it wasn't. So I think it was Zhou Guan Yu. Maybe it was. I don't know who it was though. I think it was Kevin Max. Unless Kevin Max in there, as here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, and look at that, Nico Hulkenberg. Didn't expect that Ricciardo was there on the inside, and then Ricciardo passes him. So now Ollie Behrman needs to catch up here to Max Verstappen, who's catching up actually to the McLaren of Lando Norris. Here we go then. This is gonna be brilliant. Oh, and as I said that, Max Verstappen makes contact with the wall. As I said, there's more issues, more drama in this race. Carlos Sainz has dropped back in. Oh, it's Sainz! Sainz is out of the race. You saw that Sainz made more contact with the inside wall. Oh. Virtual safety car is deployed. That Ferrari needs to get out of the way. It's going to be a full-on safety car. That's going to be a full-on safety car. Full-on safety car. Because Sainz is on the track. That is a massive crash, and Verstappen is going to get helped up here a bit. So Verstappen will come into the pits as well as Ollie Behrman. Will hold up there for Verstappen. Is Ollie Behrman gets ahead of Oscar Piastri. Still behind, I think. No, yeah, he is. So Ollie Behrman now still behind of Verstappen. Now Alonso's ahead of Russell. So Russell has been jumped here, and Lewis Hamilton now takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Unfortunately there for Carlos Sainz, he got front wing damage. He's continuing to get loose, and unfortunate for him. Now Liam Lawson though doing really well in his Formula 1 debut with Red Bull Ford. Could possibly get that seat for next season, but we don't know yet. So Liam for next season, maybe next season, but Liam Lawson doing definitely what a great recovery jobs here today for Red Bull Ford. At the moment, Lewis Hamilton is Lando Norris. Norris is the next leader of this race. Then it is Max Verstappen. Is I think the tire consumption is 5, so that's good. That's decent. Ollie Behrman in 4th. He could make a pass on Max Verstappen here. Then it's Alonso Russell. Then it's Piastri, Joe Tsunoda, and Liam Lawson in the top 10. Brilliant job here ahead of the Alpines and the Williams. But at the moment, it looks as though Ferrari have the upper hand a bit, but Red Bull still have, I don't know how I'm going to say it, still has the pace to possibly win this race here today. Well, Norris. Oh, as there's Porsche sponsorships in the Golf livery, so a little bit of sponsorship there for Porsche is teasing a new partnership. Of course, it will not be McLaren, as McLaren will be Toyota next season, but McLaren have agreed that they will have Porsche as a sponsor for just one race here in Singapore, and revealing one of their liveries for the next couple of seasons, as Lewis Hamilton now comes into the pits. So now Lando Norris leads this GP. He's going to lead a lap ahead of Verstappen. Ollie Behrman will be in 3rd place ahead of Fernando Alonso. George Russell in 5th. There's Piastri, Joe. Then it's Tsunoda. Then it's Liam Lawson in 9th. And it's Valtteri Bottas in 10th. So we need a bit of a watch out for Liam Lawson, because Lawson can be quick. He today has been doing really well to recover from 20th place, like his foe, like the manager's replacement. But at the moment, we need to send prayers up to Zeta and Kaya, because remember, in that crash in Japan, it really just, it was spectacular, but just it wasn't safe. It just wasn't a crash that you really expected. He was flying through the air at how many feet at high speed as well, and he gets hit behind by Alex Albon. Albon, of course, was out of race, and Albon suspension is not going to start today, but it will start at the end of this Grand Prix. So Albon suspension, 2 races, he's going to be out. So Williams to decide they're going to use it after this weekend. Williams, of course, makes the decision when to suspend him. I mean, when to suspend him, because to be honest, Albon did deserve that, but he might have just caused a massive crash that could have killed a person. And yeah, FIA, of course, approved that it will be in the next race. Of course, the preparation is just not enough in the Singapore GP to get another driver, to get him a new seat fit for the next 2 races. Meanwhile, Liam Lawson will be in the car for the rest of the season, with that and have in a comatose at the moment. So now lap 6 of 15 with 10 laps to go in this race. Lando Norris still has a bit of advantage here in that McLaren, who will get spotted by Toyota in the end of the season. But here we go then. Lando Norris, he's gonna start what could be a lap of glory. Norris, is he gonna start accelerating here? Yes, he is. Lando Norris is gonna lead the Singapore GP ahead of Max Verstappen. Only Verstappen, though, right behind the Red Bull Verstappen, as Norris has a bit of a gap now to Max Verstappen. So Lando Norris leads still ahead of Verstappen, Verstappen, Alonso, Russell. Remember, Russell's on the soft compound tires, as well as Oscar Piastri. There's Joe Tsunoda, Liam Lawson as well. Lawson at the moment trying to overtake Yuki Tsunoda on those old medium tires for Tsunoda. Lawson now up into 8th place on those soft tires. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen right behind the McLaren of Lando Norris. The McLaren Toyota, of course, Toyota will sponsor the team for the rest of the season and will be their engine supplier for next season 2025. Max Verstappen, though, continues his pressure on the young Lando Norris. Norris, can he somehow... yellow flags in sector 2. It is George Russell. No, it's not. It is... I think it was Dan Ricciardo. I do not know who he was. There are yellow flags. We're going to look at every single car and to see... there's even more. But at the moment, I think it was... Okay, Ollie Behrman's fine. It's George Russell's fine. Oscar Piastri's fine. Joe's fine. So, okay, it might just be likes of Alex Albon here. And Albon almost got hit there, but we can look to see in the pit lane. It was Lance Stroll. Who is also front wing, and Nico Hulkenberg as well. So Hulkenberg will get a new nose here. As Ollie Behrman, he's a second behind the Red Bull Verstappen here, but he's keeping the pace well against Ollie Behrman right behind. Against George Russell right behind him. So that is good for the Brit. As Oscar Piastri as well as past Fernando Alonso. This is not good, but Fernando Alonso looking to make a move here, and yes, he does. Alonso making a move on the inside. This might be trouble here. Alonso decides to tuck in. Brilliant choice by Fernando Alonso. Hairpin, it works. And there's another yellow flag in sector 2. It is Yuki Tsunoda. There was debris falling off, and Yuki Tsunoda is the next victim here. So it is still a great order here. Lewis Hamilton on the soft compound tires, really doing well for the Mercedes. But Lando Norris keeping the gap to just under 1 second between himself and Verstappen. George Russell continued to pile up the pressure on Ollie Behrman right ahead of him, and could possibly save this race, but he's got to be on the slow tires at the end. So this will not be good, because he won't make it. He won't make it. Yuki Tsunoda comes in for the second time, and Tsunoda, this another broken front wing. They'll have new front wings here, new changes. Today's soft compound tires now. Yuki Tsunoda is a threat. Definitely, Yuki Tsunoda is a threat in this race, because he's gonna be on the soft compound, and you better watch out when Tsunoda's gonna go. Tsunoda's gonna be down there in 19th and last. Meanwhile, Ollie Behrman has catched up to Max Verstappen here. Now the gap's down to 5-6 tenths of a second. Ollie Behrman, he can still get second place here, and possibly go even quicker and go for the win. You know, we're gonna look at the midfield. Maybe so. Oh, there is another issue. There was someone tumbling down. It was Valtteri Bottas. It was Valtteri Bottas. I think that was a red car as well. It was. No, it's not. It is. Was it a red car? Who's that red car? It wasn't Kevin Magnussen. So it was definitely Valtteri Bottas. I think Logan Sargent as well. Sargent's down 4 seconds. But Valtteri Bottas, he's down and has no front wing here. This is going to be a chaotic... Oh, and Oscar Piastri as well. Oscar Piastri is going to come to the pits. What is Russell going to do is... Valtteri Bottas also comes into the pits. What is Russell going to do? Is he going to pit on the next lap? Because this is going to be spicy. It's Pierre Gasly as well. Gasly will also come into the pits. And the likes of Ollie Behrman, what are their choices here for today? As they've closed in now. The gap between first and fourth is now down 1.5 seconds. Liam Lawson there is behind by about 2 seconds, and I think he's just overtaken Fernando Alonso for fifth. So this pack, and there's yellow flags. There's yellow flags for someone. It is a virtual safety car, and it's Ollie Behrman. Oh my goodness, Ollie Behrman is out. Ollie Behrman is out once again. Ollie Behrman, that is another DNF. That's his third DNF, and as I said that, Daniel Ricciardo, he has a puncture. I saw that Ricciardo had a puncture, but Ollie Behrman's out of this race. And you see Ricciardo has a puncture. And Daniel Ricciardo, I think he's going to get saved around a virtual safety car. No, he's not. He's not going to get saved here, but Lando Norris, the likes of Norris, well, Ollie Behrman, Verstappen is out of front wing, but Ollie Behrman, again, Ollie Behrman's out. When he has a shot at the podium, he's out. Meanwhile, Liam Lawson comes into the pits. He's just behind. I think that is George Russell. So he's gonna... Yellow flags in sector 1. Oh, and someone flipped out. It was Logan Sargent. Sargent has flipped round. Oh, George Russell. Good thing that was ghosting. It was still a virtual safety car, though. It's a virtual safety car here on lap 11. Logan Sargent was flipping around. I saw a car that was flipping around, and Russell, good thing it ghosted him. As Logan Sargent is the third man out, and the two Ferraris are out of this race. As I knew it. I knew that the two Ferraris are literally out. The Tifosi really just have bad luck here this season. Now both of the drivers are out, with Ollie Behrman making contact, I think, with Max Verstappen, and then look, Carlos Sainz making a mistake as Lewis Hamilton's now out. Hamilton's out. Oh, and Lando Norris is just taking himself out as well. Oh my goodness. This has turned into one of the most chaotic Singapore GPs, and now 5 people are now out of the Grand Prix. Now, we're not going to enable the safety car or the virtual safety car because it is the safety car window. So it's Max